Hello, my name is Daniel, and today I'm going to be talking about corporal punishment. For those who do not know what corporal punishment is, it is the use of physical force with the intentions of causing a child to experience pain. And this is to correct that child's behavior or to control it. In other words, it is to basically hit, spank, or whip a child in order to show discipline. In the assigned article, Corporal Punishment as a Stressor Among the Youth by David A. Turner and David Finkelhor from the University of New Hampshire, in the Journal of Marriage and the Family, the National Victimation Prevention did a study about how corporal punishment significantly contributes a physiological distress and depression in kids. In one of the articles, it shows kids who were punished in their childhood had multiple long-term effects of depression and anxiety, while others were able to socialize very well with friends. And the ones that had corporal punishment had trouble communicating better and were like it was harder to socialize with other people. Teenagers who had experienced corporal punishment also had drinking problems, depression, and had thoughts of suicide. The NYVPS did a study in 1992 where children that were victims of corporal punishment. The study used 1,042 boys and 958 girls between the ages of 10 through 16, and the parents and guardians were randomly selected also. In the results of the study, a major number of children that were physically punished in their lifetime, only a small number of children were at least punished at least once or twice a year. In another article called To Spank or Not to Spank, in the effect of situation and age of child on support for corporal punishment by Clifton P. Flynn, was about how college students felt about corporal punishment and what age is it acceptable to be physically punished. This study examined college students' attitudes towards spanking as a function of situational content and age of the child. The respondents were more likely to find spanking for preschool and early school age children more than older children. Physical punishment was also viewed as a more suitable when a child's misbehavior was disrespectful, as in talking back to a parent, or when violating strongly held norms, as in hitting someone else's child or stealing, and less appropriate for age-related or less serious misbehavior. Gender and race differences emerge, with males and blacks showing more support for corporal punishment than females and whites. In general, findings revealed strong supports for spanking, although there was evidence of some imbelievance, especially among the white and female respondents. Implications of the findings are discussed. So let's see how some of our residents here locally feel about corporal punishment.
How do you feel about it? I think that as long as it's done in a controlled manner, then it is.
Do you think it will affect child in the future?
I know that I was spanked and corporal punishment was used on me when I was a kid, and it didn't affect me in a negative way.
It makes you better, right?
Yes, I feel like it helped me to respect, my elders and government and anyone placed an authority over me. Yes.
How would you feel if you saw someone punishing a kid?
Well, it depends on the type of punishment. If I saw, excessive, I think that I would hope I would step in and say something. But yeah, I think, the spanking on her it's fine. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Do you know what corporal punishment is? No. Well, corporal punishment is physically disciplining your child, like a belt or like a paddle or whatever, and like beating them not to the point where they are like bleeding or get seriously injured, but just beating them. And so, how do you feel about corporal punishment?
Now that I know what it is, I would say I'm like in between. Like I have my reasons, like to side with it and not side with it, because you know even though it's for the right reason, you're still hitting your child. So that's not something that people should be doing.
So do you think it is right?
I think it's right. I don't think it's right. Because you're hitting your child. It's like kind of abusing your child, even though the parents might still for the right reason.
Have you been punished before?
Yeah. Plenty of times. I mean, I think we all our parents use that as a technique to discipline us, not to stop us from doing what's wrong, but to kind of like instill it in our minds what is right and what is wrong.
So like if you're gonna have like kids, or if you would be giving some advice to somebody who's gonna have kids, would you recommend using corporal punishment?
I would try and find a different alternative. Even though it might get the job done, it's not the safest way to discipline your child. So, in this day and age, there's always different techniques and this and that for everything. So, I'm sure there's a better way to do that than corporal punishment.
So, how do you think that sits with the kid after they're being punished like that? Do you think it affects them in like a positive way or in a negative way?
I guess it depends on the kid. I mean, I feel like, when my parents did it to me, I think I turned out fine. Like, I know what's right from wrong, you know? And of course, like, we all cry when they beat us, but at the end of the day, we're the product of to see if it worked or not. I think it works, but to me.
Okay, sir, so what is your name?
My name is Jean-Philippe François.
Alrighty, Mr. Francois. So, I have a question. Do you know what corporal punishment is?
No.
You don't know what it is? Okay, so basically it's the hit, spank, or whip for children when you have to teach them how to get disciplined. Do you have children?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. Do you discipline your children?
Yeah, sometimes.
How do you discipline?
How I do?
Yes. Like examples of it.
It depends. Sometimes they be bad. You go on your own. No TV. Okay? Sometimes they depend. If it's something serious, I make you à genoux. À genoux in my country, I mean you stay on your knees. You stay on your knees and you cross your arm like this. Maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour, depend. If it's something very, very bad, then you get whooping. Yeah.
Okay, so another question is, were you disciplined as a child when you were a kid?
Did my family discipline me?
Yes.
Yeah.
And how did they discipline you?
Ooh. If my family in the country, my daddy go jail right now, man, for disciplining me.
Okay. Do you think now another question is, do you think that it will affect your child's future? Like, because the way that you discipline them, do you think it will affect them like later on how to be respectful to people or not?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, sometimes people say that they don't hit their children or they don't discipline their children that in a physical manner because they can become rebels but other people do it as to show them respect, to have respect for other people and to have respect for their elders.
Yeah.
So, do you think that it will make your kids in the future respect people, or it will make them not want to respect people?
Hey, in my country, when one kid be bad, in school, the teacher discipline. The teacher whoop them. Yeah. And when they come home, they whoop again when they come home. So there's a problem in America because the kid, they crazy because nobody whoop them. You know, police, you whoop your kid, police come take you jail. Me, my kid call police for me and take me jail. I go Haiti for them right now. I don't play.
So
Because I love my kids. I love my kids. I give my kid food. I give my kid house. I give my kid nice clothes, go to school. Yeah, nobody tell me. Hey, my kids be bad. I go whoop you. Just like my mommy, my daddy whoop me. Look at me. I'm good citizen. I work in America, no problem. I no go jail. I no play music, boom, boom, boom in the car. All the time, they put on the pants on their butt. I no do that. My kids no do that. No, I don't like that. So you disrespect me, I go discipline you. Yeah, and I love my kids very much. Yeah, they got all my kids' picture on the wall. I love my kids very much. But I don't like a disrespect. I don't like when you're bad. That's the problem, America. That's what problem, America. Yeah.
okay, so you know that there are people that don't believe in corporate. So for the people who don't say that they don't like to discipline their kids that way, what would you tell them?
For people, they got big problem, my friend. Big problem. You know that because even like the Bible say, you know, the Bible say your kids be bad, you supposed to whoop them. Yeah, the Bible tell you that God said that. So who more right, God or the people? Tell me. Yeah, God more right, right? It's the Bible say that. You know Christian?
I am, yeah.
Okay, the Bible say that. Okay. You're supposed to discipline your kid. You don't kill your kid because you beat them. You don't hate your kids because you beat them. You do that because you love them. So when my dad in this country, he go jail because what he do to me, people say, hey, he going jail. But I love my dad because if he don't do that, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm walking my pants on my Buddha and driving my car, boom, 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 music all the time like this, like crazy people like that. But no, I'm okay, good people. So I don't kill my kids, I don't treat them too bad, but they disrespect, they do something bad, they don't do good in school. Yeah, it's necessity. It's necessity for them.
So that'd be all.
They don't show this, they don't tell them the HRS people are people.